Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So yesterday, from where we left, since you asked about dhatu, I thought let me cover it up rather than saying you just read it yourself. Might help everyone. So thing is, uh, if we have the best of the sila, like what I was explaining yesterday, and you are able to enter into at least three jhanas independently, okay, and you are able to stay for 4 to 6 hours watching breath, then you are ready to take the next thing. But anyway, let us say you are not doing it. Then when we come from 25.1, taking Chakku and all that, and now we come to the this Pathavidhatusutta, okay, where he talks about same thing. It is anicca, viparinami, anyatha bhavi. To experience that, you need this Dhatuvibhanga sutta. Without practice of Dhatuvibhanga sutta, you will not be able to get for the benefit of you and for others who are maybe wanting to do the dhatu way like this. So there are four adhityanas that is required. In Goenka tradition, we have one adhitthana is sitting. Okay? But what Buddha says is a different adhitthana. Now, before we go there, we need to understand what is adhitthana. It's from two words, adhi-itthana, adhitthana. Itthana means is to stick to it. You're not going to change anything. Just making it is what I want. Okay. Let's say I do an adhitthana, I need to be a sotapanna. That's an adhitthana. Okay. And I'll not relax till I'm a sotapanna. That adhitthana you need to take. So the first thing you need to do is to stop shopping for Dhamma. That's the first thing. Meaning, shopping means I go here, I go there, I go there, I go there, and I keep on going the whole day in different things. No. You identify one Kalyana Mitra. If you believe is one thing, having faith is another thing. We start with belief. That's not going to work because you have a doubt whether this person is there or they're not there. He's Sotapanna or not a Sotapanna or a Sakadagami or not a Sakadagami, Anagami or not an Anagami, like that. You or whoever it is, when I say you, it does need not be Venugopal. I'm just talking in general. Should be sure from whatever you have heard of that person that he has reached somewhere and no doubt should arise. So that creates lot of hindrances for that person. So let's say I am in search of someone and I get Goenka and I watch his videos and I feel impressed. And that's it. Till I finish something and that's it. Right? Now I'm on the flight. I can't change the airline just because I don't like this airline. No. That adhitthana. Adhi means complete focus on what you want to achieve. Itthana is to stick to that. So, what you want to achieve? The question. If you want Sotapanna, you require four things. What are these four things? Is that Sappurisa Samsevo. Okay, that's a must. So first, you have to find a Sappurisa, Satpurusha, meaning one who is crossed somewhere, become a Sotapanna or Sakdagami, Anagami, Arhat. Four, have found. Now you be in the vicinity of that person. Okay, so I be in that vicinity. Okay, thank you. What next? After doing that, you need to do Dhamma, Sadhamma Savanam. Now, with him, you do the Savana, is Sravana or hearing. right? Now you need to do manana, chintamaya, is yoniso manasikara. So you need to ask that spiritual friend, how should I implement it? He would say, do this for next 6 hours. And you should do it. You can't come back and say, I'm a busy person, of that day, this doesn't happen and that doesn't happen. I normally can't do this, I can't do that. And you tell me what you can do in 1 hour. Excuse me, that's not the way. Done. No negotiation is possible. Or you leave him. The waste. You find whomever you want to find. So this is called as shopping. No shopping is allowed. No shopping. No going to shopping center. It's called Dhamma Shopping Center. So you see this video and that another video, this book and that one and that one and this one and this one, that one. So the question that needs to be asked by oneself is, have I found a spiritual friend? If yes, your seeking ends there. That's it. No seeking. Till you reach whatever destination you have. So let's say in my case, I'm a Putujana. What is the meaning of Putujana is that Putu is the child like and Jana is a person child like. I have a wife and I have this, I have that. And now some friend of mine said, hey, something called Buddha Dhamma, why don't you try? I felt interested. To get interested, I required parmi. So I got interested. Now somebody becomes my spiritual friend. Okay. Still not come to a guru state. We're just talking about a spiritual. Let's keep it there. Now I find one person who is good, at least from what he says. It's convincing. And he is ready to answer. So I put him in this way and that other way, this question, that question. He has answered to that question. But I'm not too sure whether he has done all of this. Fine, I will give a benefit of doubt, because if I don't give benefit of doubt, then I'll be only have doubt. Nothing else will be there. I'll be keep on doubting. Tell me how this works, and he can't show it anyway. So better I accept to whatever he says. Done. So I do the Sadhama Savana. Now I'll ask him, from where did you get this? Very particular question. From where did you get it? He will say this sutta, this one, and this talks about that. Is it? Can you send me that sutta? Okay, he has sent. That means my doubt is over. It's my job now. He has sent it. It's my problem now to read and to understand, to comprehend, question. All that is mine. I can't go back to Kalyan Mitra and saying that, you sent it, now you explain back to me. No, you have to, or I have to put effort. Now it is in Pali. I only know Nepali. So can you help me in understanding Pali? Okay, I will translate in English and I'll send it to you. That spiritual friend has done that. So what's the guarantee this is the meaning of it? Now you better learn it. No, I don't want to learn. I want to tell me what is this meaning means this, where it is written. Then that Kalyan Mitra will say, my dear friend, you better do it yourself, because you are wasting my time and also wasting your time. You might have all the time, but I don't have time. You better do it yourself. So the basic first thing is, have I found a friend? And if yes, just go by that. Not that you shouldn't question. You should question. Absolutely, you should question. Don't take it lying down. No, no. Question appropriately. Give me the sutta reference. If we say, no, 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 I found it, I came in my dream, and it came in my vision, and this and that, and then not required. You throw him out. No point. Because even I am in a dream, he's also in dream. So the two people dreaming is not going to do any sense. So I should ask my teacher, or not my teacher, my spiritual friend, to give me reference. Is given. I will ask him, teach me how to study this. Teach me for one. I will do the rest. Okay, here he teaches. And when he teaches, you have to see your level of knowledge. Can you really think like what he's thinking? And that will give you the gap between you and him. And then you can use your yoniso manasikara, proper proper way of discernment. Ah, this person I need to follow. Because what he has shown me, I've been reading, but I couldn't understand. And when he said I could understand, this okay, great. Now that takes me to the fourth one, which is Dhammanudhamma Patipatti. Now that helps me to get into Bhavanamaya, Suttamaya, Chintamaya, Bhavanamaya, due to a spiritual friend. So this is the first step to get into Sotapanna. Now, Dhatuvibhanga is not for people who are not Sotapanna at all. It will never work. So one should know he is a Sotapanna. Minimum. It's like somebody not even gone to the school and he says that, I want to read PhD books. So his parents will say, I think you're gone mad. First, get your admission to the school. Get it there, no? Get the required grades and join that. Like, I want to join for PhD somewhere. Let's say Buddhism, PhD in Buddhist studies. At least I should know B of Buddhist studies, right? I can't be imagining that, you know what, I know something. PhD. No, not going to work. So basically, the step by step approach is find a spiritual friend, Sappurisa Samsev. Then do the Dhamma Savana together. Then use your discretion or discernment to understand, which is Yoniso Manasikara. Then you try it. Dhammanudhamma Patipatti. Yes, sir, I've done it. Are you sure you're a Sotapanna? Yes. For yourself? Yes. Do you want a certificate from your Kalyan Mitra? No. Now you're right place. Now what happens? Sotapanna sitting together. They study. They get what? They get only out of 4 adhitthana, only 1 adhitthana, which is Panya adhitthana. Why is that? Because they have not seen Satcha. Therefore, adhitthana. Panya adhitthana, Satcha adhitthana, Tyaga adhitthana, Tyaga adhitthana, Upasama adhitthana. 4 adhitthanas. So if a person is a Sotapanna and he has just started his journey, at the max he can understand what are these 5 dhatus. But he will not be able to go deeper into the dhatu. Okay, he can't be able to do the vibhanga, division. If you were to take Pukkarasati, that person who met the Buddha, he was already on the verge of being a Sakadagami. And when Buddha explained to him, he became an Anagami. So first, I need to know whether I have become a Sotapanna. So, with the spiritual friend being there, and Saddhamma Savana Sutamaya, Yonisamanasikara Chintamaya, and Dhamma Dhamma Patipati. You're implementing what the Dhamma you've learned is Bhavanamaya. Then two Sotapanna sitting will get only Panyaditha. So we do a Panyaditha. So we understood. Panya. Excellent. Then comes Satchaditthana. For that I require an Anagami. Where do I find him? Which shopping center? We'll search. Because without having him, this Satchaditthana cannot happen. I can know. Reading I can know. But if somebody asks how to let go of all, Sabbupadi Patinisaggo, how? I require an Anagami. And I should be a Sotapanna. I, as a Sotapanna, approaches say Anagami, and then I can understand, oh, you know what this is saying. So, Chagaditthana, Upasamaditthana, Satchaditthana is dependent on somebody who is an Anagami. How do you know this? You might ask this question. Once you reach Anagami, you will come to know it. That's a straight answer. Instead of making it a big circle, you first reach the destination. You will yourself see it. Because Buddha Dhamma is something like that. You reach one place, it will show you. Because Pakhato Bhagavata Dhammo is there. It will show by itself. You don't have to do anything. In fact, the more you do, it's worse for you. Rather, you just follow the process. No doing. So, what is Chaga? What is Pasama? What is this Satcha? These three things, I will not talk about it now. Okay, that is very depth. But we will take it up maybe on Monday or Tuesday or whatever day. Provided by Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, some of the people hearing this discourse were to confirm themselves that they are Sotapan. If not, it will be like water being put on a rock. Nothing will go inside. It will just fall outside. It's not good for them, not good for anyone. So, with this disclaimer, I am starting the first aspect of 6 dhatu. And even if you are a Saddhanusari, you will get little bit of it. If you are a Dhammanusari, you get most of it. If you are a Sotapanna, you get all of it. And that's what from 25.1 onwards he's saying. So that song is not going to change. So let me tell for those people who have not read it. From 25.1, Chakku Sutta, the number 1, who is a Saddhanusari, who relies on what Buddha says. He has not experienced anything. He doesn't know what is anicca. He doesn't have experience what is viparinami. He has not experienced anyatha bhavi, and yet he is a Saddhanusari. In Visuddhimagga by Buddha Gosa, he says it as Chula Sotapanna. Okay. How did he get it? I don't know. You have to ask Buddha Gosa, who is not here at present. The day I find him, I'll ask him, but at present, I don't know. Okay, but that's what is called as Chula Sotapanna. If you have heard this from someone in some tradition, Burmese, Paak, whatever tradition, you understand it's coming from Visuddhimagga. It's in 9th chapter of that. There it is explained. There are a lot of books on Visuddhimagga has Dhamma Sangani and so many other things. You need to go and search. Don't ask me, can you give me that one little thing what you said? You better search it. It is there. Okay. Now let's say he's a Saddhanusari. He has only Saddha, faith. Okay. Now what's the difference between faith and a belief? Belief means you just take it at face value. Saddha means that you know if you are having a sila, things will work. Meaning, I come to some discourse and then somebody keeps on saying something, I believe what he says. It means I'm not committed. If it is a faith, meaning I agree with what he's saying, but at present I myself have not experienced it, but I'm sure if I follow what he says, it's going to work. And hence it becomes a Saddhanusari. Anusarana means to follow, and Saddha is faith, faith follower. So, if a person who is listening to this is a faith follower, 90% of it he will not understand, 10% of it he will understand. Simple. Because he is not a Sotapanna. What about Dhammanusari? Dhammanusari is a person who has penetrated something. He has penetrated dukkha, or he has penetrated anicca, he has penetrated anatta. Let's say he studies anatta lakkana sutta, and he feels, wow, this I understand. Dhammanusari. But anicca he has not experienced. Dukkha he has not experienced. So he cannot be called as a Sotapanna. This second one, Dhammanusari. But he doesn't, does he have Saddha? Does he require to have Saddha? Obviously he will have Saddha because Dhamma has worked for him. Then the third category is Sotapanna, who has penetrated into the dhatus or into ayatana or into patisamutpada or into aggregates, whichever, and he has understood the anicca, viparinami, anyatha bhava. If that person is there, now he becomes a best candidate for understanding panya adhitthana of Dhatuvibhanga sutta. Okay. Now I will make it in a very short, concise way rather than taking hours together on this. That if anybody has any questions, they can ask. Now he says in that to Pukkarasati that this body is made out of four elements. Yes, but he says this person, personality, is made out of six elements. Purisa means person. Cha dhaturo ayam bhikkave puriso. Person consists of six elements. And they are Pathavidhatu, Apodhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Ayodhatu, Akasha Dhatu, Vinyana Dhatu. This we have heard, we know it. Excellent. Now, if you have heard it, then you have understood it. If you have understood it, you have got the Panya. So you have got Panyaditthana. But it's far from truth. When you look at Pathavi, are you able to see or rather remove Ajjatta and Bahidda of Pathavi? That's the question. It's not about 20 items listed there as Pathavi. What 20 items? Kesa, Loma, Naka, Danta, like that. Those are 20 items. And Simham, Pittam, or Pittam, Simham, Lohitam, all of that. That's 12. Makes no sense. Makes a nonsense of the sense. So basically, I need to see whether I am able to remove the internal and external. Ajjatta Bahidda. And that experience is mind blowing experience because that will cut the personality itself. No person. And this can be done only by Sotapanna. Nobody else lesser than a Sotapanna. The Chula Sotapanna cannot do it, and this Dhammanusari also cannot do it. Very far away from there. Anyway, let's assume that a person is Sotapanna. Then the first test is that he or she is able to remove the internal, the external, in Patavi, in Apo, in Tejo, in Vayu, in Akasa. How do I practice? So I asked the Kalyana Mitra, okay, I understand what you're saying, but tell me how to practice. He says, why don't you see the holes in the nose? Yes, I see. What do you mean I see? That is Akasha Dhatu. Outside is also Akasha, this is also Akasha. Akasha, this is Akasha. And below there are two holes. That is also Akasha. And this from here, the stomach is Akasha. Can you not be in Akasha? Then you will not be able to see Anicca nature in that, Viparinami nature in that, Anyatha Bhavi in that. Because the mind has held, or the consciousness has held Akasha Dhatu to be itself. It can't do. Now the question comes, can an Anagami do it? Yes, absolutely. Beyond doubt. Can he show me how he does it? He can tell you how he can do it, but doing that person has to do it. Now, when Buddha says clinging, the consciousness is clinging to space element. The consciousness is clinging to water element or air element or fire element or earth element. Okay. So when I see it, one second. Okay. So now when I see this nose, I have the hole. Now I see here she has a hole. He has a hole. Everybody sitting here has a hole. Do they own this hole? No. Nobody owns this hole. So this room also has a hole, meaning it's a space. Just like putting four walls and a terrace or a ceiling and a floor makes it a room. In the same way, if you create something like this and create some holes, like eye has a hole, nose, mouth, ear, you can see everybody having the same thing. And you can call whatever. I can call that as Venugopal. I can call this as Ariyu, and that as Ashwin, and this as Mrityunjaya, and this as Sangita, and that as Vibha, and this one as Vilas. But there is no Vilas, there is no Vibha, no Sangita, there is no Venugopal. So what did I see? I saw Anyatha Bhavi. It became otherwise. I was thinking Vilas was there. Now I see there is no Vilas, and hence it is Anyatha Bhavi. Then the parinami is that it should be as I wanted it, but it is going away. What do you mean going away? The body which was there as a child is no longer available here. It's a very clear indicator. The Pathavi is gone, Apo is gone, Vayu is gone, Akasha is gone. That. But what more to demonstrate? Now I understand. Now why don't you do with Bahidha, outside? And Buddha says they both are just earth element. They're just water element. They're just fire element. They're just air element. And then there's space element. So when you have this, there can't be any clinging. Because they are not clinging. Like in the case of Sangeeta, her hairs are grey. For language purpose, I can say she has a grey hairs and she has black hair here. Did she make it black to make it grey, or did she make it grey to make that as black? No. In fact, she doesn't have any power to make it grey or black by herself. She can go to a shop, take one color and paint it, but that doesn't change. The grey color will remain. On that you can put whatever you want. Like I can go to a shop and take a wig and then put it, and then if somebody asks, Vilas, you're looking so young these days. Yeah, I'm young, but I know I'm not. Nothing that I can do. Right? So it's very clear. So the Bahidha, outside, I can see is also having the same nature. Anicca, viparinami, yathabhavi. When I do this for myself and I'm confirmed that I'm a Sotapan, plus, what this plus is that I'm having an anugami of anagami, sorry, sakadagami. Why? Because now I know, don't even, now not only that I can do this, I can do the Vayu, I can do the Tejo, I can do the Apo, I can do the Pathavi. So now I can do all the 5 elements. What about the 6th one? The 6th one is meant for Sakadagami and above. Why? Because you should know what a consciousness will do and what it will not do. So that's also a dhatu. So what is the quality of consciousness? Knower. To know. That's all it knows. Just to know. It's pure and bright. In that sutta, Dhatuvibhanga sutta, Buddha says it is pure and bright. Why? In reality, it only knows. You can make it know as Aryu, or you can know it as Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu. Who knows? Consciousness. And why don't I now, listen to this carefully, why don't I now establish it in infinite space? Then what happens? It throws the body, it throws Pathavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Akasa, and lands up in finite space. And it knows. So when somebody calls me and say, how do we know we have reached infinite space? What to answer? It's the consciousness which knows. There is no person to know it. But out of compassion, I tell them, yeah, you will come to know when you reach there. What to say? And they keep on pestering me. Have you reached? Yeah. Who has reached? Consciousness has reached. What I can do about it? But why am I not getting? You should first know where you are standing. It's just like somebody has taken a flight ticket to Timbuktu, which doesn't even exist, but thinks that he's going to Australia or to US. Can it ever happen? Let's say I take a flight to Ethiopia. Ethiopian Airlines were giving a very crazy deal. I bought Ethiopian Airlines flight ticket and I'm imagining that I will go to America. It's not going to happen. And on top of that, I need a visa to US. Neither I have a visa, nor I have a flight ticket. Will I ever go? No. Who knows? It is Ethiopian Airlines. Consciousness. Who knows it requires a US visa? Consciousness. Who knows it's going to land in US? Consciousness. So actually, who is landing in US? Consciousness. And you will become consciously aware this is America. I land in Chicago or in Miami or sorry, Florida, or you land in New Jersey or in Newark or New York or wherever you land, or in San Francisco or in Los Angeles or wherever it is. You would know it. Who you means consciousness. It knows. So you can't teach consciousness what it should know, but you can change the perception of consciousness. Like in consciousness, it has a nitya sanya. You can change it to anicca. It has a perception of parinami. It can change itself to viparinami. It has a perception of yatha bhavi. Make it anyatha bhavi. Alternatively, it has a perception of nitya, sukha, atta, subha. That's the perception. From the time of the birth, my name is Vilas, 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 Vilas. That has made me feel nitya. It's always there. But sukha, because I'm there. Yesterday I was there. Today I'm there. Tomorrow I'll be there. Right? There's nothing wrong. That's a perception. Which is dukkha. But for me, it's sukha. I'm there. Atta, I am. I am Vilas. If somebody asks me, are you Vilas? I say, yes, very much. Vilas, you're a millionaire. Oh, so nice. Why? I feel so happy being a millionaire. So, subha, auspicious. If I am there, it's the most auspicious thing or not. For everyone, that's the thing. Who in who in life would like to die? Please raise hands. No one. Just for sake of it, I can say, yeah, I know I'm dying and I'm getting old, but no one wants. That's the fact. So consciousness knows it wants to be there. Simple. So now what you can do, I'm just using you as just a language. There's no you there. Okay. What you can do is make that consciousness. Let go of Patavi Apo Tejo, that it can land on infinite space. And it experiences infinite space. Knows there is infinite space. It knows. And after some time, as it dips down, infinite consciousness, the profound state of existence, because the knower of the known is infinite consciousness. The very thing you are knowing is known now. Like observing the observer. Supposing there was a police or you are standing watching the window outside the window. Now suddenly you're watching the window itself. It shocks you. Oh, what's this? I was not concentrating on the window. I'm concentrating outside object of the window. In place of that, I'm watching the window. Because window is watching outside. Actually, I am not watching what is there outside. The window is watching outside. Now I'm watching the window. Something like that. I'm just giving an analogy. So don't make it really, oh, then I'll stand to the window and see who is watching the window. Giving an analogy means example, illustration. So it's watching the watcher, knowing the knower. And what happens? It becomes known. There is no unconscious. Let's take this. There is conscious experience, there is subconscious experience, there is unconscious experience. What is conscious experience? So she's Sangita and she's Vibha. Is a conscious experience. What is a subconscious experience? Maybe she looks young and she looks old is a subconscious experience. I might have liking and disliking. It's subconscious. So something can come. Unconscious is I don't even know who they are. I think they are Sangita and Vibha. But in real sense, there's no Sangita and Vibha sitting there at all. I'm unconscious of. What if the unconscious becomes completely conscious? And that's infinite. It crossed three boundaries. Unconscious, it removed subconscious. From subconscious, it became just pure conscious. What I see is there is no my eyes, my ears, my nose, my tongue, my body, my mind. Its place is replaced by sight, sorry, eyes of all, ears of all beings. And that is a profound called knower of the field. Field is six senses. So you know the field. Got it. Excellent. Now it goes down and comes nothingness. Akincha ayatana. Kincha means little. Akincha means not even little. So there is no reflection of objects on this six senses. So the consciousness not being split in six parts as oneness, and there is nothing there as self. So it gets into Cheto Vimukti, liberation by mind. Now this is the most profound. No, wait, another one is coming. And that's the eighth one, which is no perception of whatsoever because there's no object. So there's nothing to perceive. But neither non-perception. Meaning if an object comes, the perception comes. As long as no object comes, no perception. It's a living dead stage. You're alive, but you're dead. Dead of what? Six senses, what else? Because there are no objects. It's the deepest state you can go while being awake. Somebody's gone to deep sleep. Is shaking him up, he's not waking up. You go into that state. And when you are there in that state, you, you, exist. Hence it's called as Nevasanya, Na Sanya, Ayatana. Because the Ayatana is still there. So I is going to be there. I, not I as a person. And when I do this, I let go of non grasping. Then perception. Now, it waits. One, three, gone. Is there any feeling? So, Sanya, Vedaita. At the fruition of that comes an anagami. And when he opens his eyes, stands an anagami. In his chitta, forever, Kamachanda Yapada. It doesn't appear. So now he doesn't see the womb and is gone. Where is he gone? He's gone out of womb existence. Because Ajata Bahidha of Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasha gone, where will the womb come to be? Womb is a space. Gone. Right? And there's no need for food. What food? Gross food. So he doesn't require any further mother feed him with her breast. So now he can thank all the women he has met in his life for once, thank them to be his mother in one life or the other. So all women from that time, all girls, women, whatever, becomes real mother because they have given him shelter. So now he thanks it. And that's it. Over. The most emotional moment what a person can get. So the sensuality is removed forever because there is no space. Now he doesn't aspire for space. So there's no space, there's no vayu. See how this goes. Space, akasha. In akasha you have vayu. Wherever there's space, there's vayu. And wherever there is akasha and vayu, there is tejo. And wherever there is tejo and vayu and akasha, there is apo. And wherever these four get formed, becomes Pathavi. So Pathavi gives rise to Apo, Apo gives rise to Tejo, Tejo gives rise to Vayu, Vayu gives rise to Akasha. You can see it from Akasha to Pathavi, Pathavi to Akasha. He's saying from both directions, Anuloma Viloma. Then this Sangita is a mother, just to say, there's no need for womb existence. And this Vibha sitting on the other side is another mother. And that Veena sitting there is another mother. And like that, whoever is there as ladies or women. How this happens? It's just a switch in the chitta or in the consciousness that it just lets go. Because it has seen till the 8 jhanas and then it saw Without perception, there's no. So it's gone. So this becomes Panya Aditta. The first Aditthana is, we'll do the other Aditthana Monday. Hopefully by Monday you all are at least Sotapanna. Continue. If you are not, it will be like water being thrown out on it. Take the water as much as possible. Maybe it will or it will not. I don't know. Since you asked me this question, Venugopal, I didn't want it to reject it, because then it will become a doubt for you, why this, why that, and you are reading it. So take it. If you're Sotapanna, it would have penetrated. If you have not, I can only hope you become a Sotapanna, or any other people sitting here who still don't know they are a Sotapanna or they're not. They should reflect. So between
Sir,
Sunday to
you,
Monday, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
sir, you told uh, when you take sutta, you keep running sutta in 1 day, 2 day, and 7 day like that. What I observe is, first of all, the teaching accept for mind. When I go to the detail, mind does not like that.
Yes. So you have to force it. You have to look at what you need to do is, this thing has worked good for me. Start to question the meaning of it. It'll get interested. If you just keep reading, you'll get bored. After 5 minutes, 10 minutes maximum, you start to feel what is there to read. What to think for the whole day, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. No. See, let's take the Chakku Sutta. Chakku Sota Ghana Jivha Kaya Mano. That's all it. One who knows this becomes Sotapanna or Saddhanusari, Dhammanusari. Okay. Then he says, Anicca Viparanami Anyatha Bhavi. That's all was there in Sutta. Nothing more. Close the book. Write down Chakku. I want to know Chakku. Start. Now you'll struggle. That's exactly what is required. It's like fish out of water. The next thing which comes to anyone is, why don't I call Vilas and ask him? Yeah, I will tell you. You call me 100 times, I will tell you. I have no problem. But that's not your experience. You are high and dry, meaning you wanted to have water. They've shown a picture of water, but that doesn't make you satisfied with water. I want water. So what this person do? He'll give you a photograph of water. Huh? Take it. Take the bottle. What bottle? I need water. I don't want bottle. Sir, please, I need water. Yes, you. So basically, I need to give water, and water cannot be given because you have to find water. I can give you a bottle. What to do? Basically, you write down Chakku, Sota, Ghana, Jivha, Kaya, Mano. So close. What is Chakku? What does it do? I can say, yeah, it sees. That intellectual. Relax. See for yourself. This Chakku. Take a whole day on Chakku. Just have to make it miserable. You should feel literal miserable. That is, you feel so worked up that you lose your sleep also. That next day, next day. Ah, God. Venugopal, many of my experiences have come on a toilet seat. Or most of my six senses experience of closing the sense door. I have closed six sense door, but that is the, what I can say, looking at closing the eyes and ears and indriya samvara has happened on a, while I am doing what I am doing, and hardly takes 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do that in the morning. And I have closed the six sense doors in sitting in that place. In fact, my toilet seat, I call it as most enlightening moment. In fact, I achieved Sakadagami sitting there. So I love my toilet seat. And downward things are happening and upward it is glowing. And in fact, informed Bobby also. All of my experiences are there in the toilet seat. Why? I keep on running that in the mind. I have never stopped putting the Dhamma in the mind all the time, but sleeping, getting up, drinking water, this only Dhamma, 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 that's it. Nothing else. Even in the office, same. Even if I'm interacting with people, I'm not stopping it. If you bring that kind of dedication in your life, it works. If you take it as a piecemeal, I have 1 hour, so what to do? Let me read a sutta. It's not a time pass game. Not going to work. No matter how many times you read 25.1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to 10. When we say dedicated means that you give yourself to that. Nothing is more important than that. Then it works.
To apply Bhavita Bahulika.
Yes, you've been telling me that from the time we have met, but do it. Don't keep on giving me a Pali word for that. Do it. Bahulikata means extensive, continuous, non-stop. And you can see it. It works. We don't have to run anywhere. You can do it in your room, your house, at wherever you are. Don't run anywhere. Stop running. Like what Buddha said to Angulimala. Angulimala said, you stop. He said, I have already stopped. You stop. I'm telling you the same thing, Venugopal. Stop. Stop running. Observe. Use observation. Question. What is Pathavidhatu? That I know. It is hardness, softness. Not stupid. Take whole day. Now you'll say, what is there to look at Pathavi for the whole day? And what to answer? You know what is Pathavi? Honestly speaking, the six of them, hard and soft, light and heavy, soft and smooth, smooth and hard. That's also Pathavi. So, if I touch any female hand, it will be soft. And if you touch any male hand, it will be hard. But both are Pathavi. Got it? Now you can do this test. Take a flour, put water, put more water. It becomes too soft. This and this are like that flour with water, more water. Put less water. It becomes hard. Then what happens? It becomes like stone. If you touch it, it becomes stone. If I touch her, pretty soft because she has more water. That's all. So both of them have more water, and men have less water, and hence they look one thing and we look another thing. But both are Pathavi only. Now I learnt what? Six of them: hard, hardness, softness, heaviness, lightness, smoothness, roughness. You shave the hairs here, you touch it, becomes smooth. Like I have now shaved here. When the hairs grow, it becomes rough. And like Venugopal, you have so much of hair. Bobby used to have that kind of hair. Now he doesn't have. So if you touch, rough, because hairs are like nails, grass, basically, not nails, grass. If you touch grass, you feel it rough. So why don't you play this game for the whole day? Have you understood Patavi? There are six qualities of Patavi. Now come to Apo, finding nature. Try. If you have dry skin, it means moisture is not there. What is moisture? Water. And you apply a moisturizer. What does that mean? You're putting water. Simple. Okay. Finding. Then flowing. Have you seen blood? Yes, I've seen blood. Now have you seen blood? No. Why don't you see blood? What do you mean? I have to cut my hand or something? No. Feel the blood flow. Feel the blood flow. You require the previous step, which is jhana. You require to go to second jhana or third jhana and then sit. Blood is flowing. You will really see the speed at which the blood is in the body, in all the arteries, all the blood vessels, all the veins. And you can feel the heart beating. Tuk, 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 tuk. And that is space. That sound is coming from what? Space. How much time is required, my dear friend? The whole day. Why don't you enjoy this? Then there is gas. Mm. There's a sound which is made in the stomach. Right? And there is water drops. Ding, 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 in the body. Please hear to that. When you drink saliva, there is a sound. You know that? Have you heard the sound of saliva? There is. And every time you drink saliva, there is sound. Then you've seen all the five. Pathavi, Apo, Tej, Vayu. Then you know saliva was here. It went down. Became Anyatha Bhavi. Then again it fills up. Again it goes. Viparinam. Parinama was here. Then it's gone there. Oh, it's here. No, it has come back here. Again it has gone back there. Now I am a Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami as well. Nobody take it out from me. Even if Mara can come, I can say, yeah, take it. Take the whole body and go. I don't care. Because you get that confidence. Yes, I've seen it. I'm not just saying just for the sake of saying, or I'm not lying or saying anything. Saying what is there. It's true. Yeah. And when you see the blood flow, what speed it flows. Zzz. It's very nice to see and be shocked actually. You're just watching, and from inside you can see the entire blood vessels, see the veins, you can see arteries, you can see everything around it. It's a network. You go crazy in the brain region, how it is taking turn, how this neurons firing, you can see, that you go to the depth of it, you will see electricals like not imagination, what you see it in the internet, you will really see it. That becomes abhinya. See something different. So nibiddhaya, viragaya, nirodhaya, upasamaya, abhinya, that one. Then you come to sambodha, nibbana. You can see basically everything. You're done. So you have to do like that. That's the reason I keep on saying it's a gradual path, not an I do it today and tomorrow it happens. Gradual. But you have to consistently do it, consistently. No stopping. And most of that I've done it is in walking. Like I was telling Bobby, all of my experience are not on sitting meditation. Two reasons. One, my leg, that ligament tear. Second one, for some reason, I can't sit for long, even if my leg ligament tear was not there. But walking is one thing I get every experience, whatever reason. But except for the four jhanas, now I'm able to get slightly with walking. But otherwise, the four jhanas, I'm not able to get through walking. Four arupa jhana, what I mean, not the rupa jhana. That's it. Should we end for now? Yes.
Sure. Sutamaya Panya, Chintamaya Panya leads to Bhavanamaya Panya
Yes, always.
or Bhavanamaya.
It's like that's the reason I gave you the reference also. So if you go to the Sotapatti Magga Sutta, or there's one sutta that Sotapatti, that Buddha explained. So first you have Sat Sappurisa Samsev, Sat Dhamma Savana, listening. Then Yoniso Manasikara, that leads there. Not it a separate thing. It will lead there. Then Dhammanu Dhamma Patipatti is Bhavana. You start living as per Dhamma. Bhavana is that one, right?
Sir, some people like sitting and meditating always don't think about sutta and chintamana like that. They take one object and do meditation. What about their conditions, sir?
That is Samatha only. That will not lead to Vipassana. It's good, but like say I take breath and I keep on watching breath. It's very nice. Absolutely good. So let him first finish all the 8 jhanas and come back to Buddha. Like in your case, if you think that, yes, I want to attain all 8 jhanas and through my breath, you should be doing that. Get all the 8 jhanas and then look into Anicca, Dukkha, and Anatta nature and the Buddha Dhamma. Then it works. Then it is.
Sorry, Iddhipada comes, no? That is for even the practice
Yeah,
Iddhipada.
Iddhi means Siddhi. Iddhi is also supernormal. So people in English they put it as supernormal power. But if you really go through the Iddhipada in the 37 factors, it talks about factors which should be there for you to establish Samadhi Iddhipada, right? That has got nothing to do with supernormal power. So Iddhi means Siddhi. You achieve. you achieve mastery, there are 4 of them. You achieve it.
Sadhu, sir.
Okay, all good. Yes, Yogesh.
So, one question. Order you told this is space, then Vayu, then Apo, Tejo, and
No,
Prithvi.
no,
Is this the order?
Tej. You have to investigate. You will see that like that.
Okay.
You just sitting in a room, right?
Yeah.
Room is space.
Yes. Yes.
Any confusion?
No
No
confusion.
confusion. In space there is air or not?
In space there is the air. Yes.
Is it hot air or cold air?
It can sometimes cold.
Which is temperature, right?
Yes.
Which is Tejo,
Right.
right? And if there is Tejo, do you feel water droplets?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
How do you know? If it is hot, your body will start giving you droplets, right?
right.
So Apo
Right.
is there.
Right.
On what it is coming? On Pathavi,
Hmm. Prithvi is coming. Yes.
right? So if you are getting sweat, it's on Pathavi,
Right.
correct? Why it came? Because of because of Tejo, correct?
Right.
Why did Apo come? Because of Tejo.
Tejo.
Isn't it moving?
Right. Correct.
Because Vayu is there.
The Vayu is there. Yes.
And this body is filled up somewhere, right? It is occupying.
Correct.
So it is space.
Right. Right.
Correct?
Correct.
That's all.
Okay.
Practically do it and see it.
Yes. Yes. So when there is a Prithvi dhatu, there is a awareness of the Prithvi dhatu into the body, into the kaya. That transformation of Prithvi dhatu into basically that resolution of the Prithvi dhatu, like hardness into the softness, is happen through the Tejo
Apo.
dhatu.
Apo.
Apo.
Apo will bind it. So if you like, if you take a rice flour or a wheat flour and then try it out today. Put only the
Yeah.
flour. It's like
Hmm.
Pathavi. It's complete Pathavi. There's no water there. There's not even a scent of water there. What we call dry skin. That's the reason we use the word dry skin.
Hmm.
Now you put little bit of water, sticks.
Right.
You put more water and more water and more water. It becomes more and more soft.
So,
Remove the water, it becomes hard. Take cement as an example. When they start pouring the water, it is flowing, right? And when they
right.
do something like this, it becomes so smooth and so soft, right?
Mhm.
Because of water being there. Now, if they were not to
Right.
mix it with water, then what happens? It becomes hard.
Right.
So, softness and hardness is part of Pathavi, but it depends on the quantity of
Pathavi.
water.
Quantity of the water. Yes.
And there's a temperature. So, you'll feel it as cold or
Yeah.
hot. Then there's a moving, there's things are moving, which is Vayu, and then it is occupying space.
Right. Just 1 second, sir. Correct. So the
Dominant is
characteristic
that.
and the
Yes,
nature of the water is to hold, is to bind together the things,
and flowing.
but the and the flowing, but the transformative nature, transforming the things into one thing to another thing, that is the nature of
Of all
the
the 5,
Tejo element.
all the 5 will do that.
All the 5 will do that, or because of the uh, 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 fire element it will happen, because the characteristic of the fire element is to transform the thing from one.
No. That's the reason Buddha uses dhatu. He doesn't use Mahabhuta.
Mm.
If he uses Mahabhuta, what happens is they're individual.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even when you do Vipassana of Goenka, what you see as Kalapa is what is predominant. Dominantly, Tejo Dhatu, when you are sitting and meditating, you
Right.
start to feel the heat coming out and it
Right.
bursts. When you burst,
Right.
it sees the Pathavi and Apo, you Tejo, like that, in the sense of an experience that it's becoming hot and then either something else is happening and something else is. So it's moving everywhere. It becomes particles.
Correct.
The vibration turns into a particle experience.
Right.
Then you
Right.
say, these particles are moving. But if you really observe, one will be predominant. It can be Apo, which is predominant in one, Patavi is predominant
Mm-hmm.
in another one, Tejo is predominant in another one, Vayu is predominant in another one, right? So these four. So if you're asking me predominancy, yes, the answer is right. If you're asking me how it transforms, it's common across.
Tra- transform, basically. Yeah.
Transforms is common across. There's nothing like
Oh.
it starts due to heat or whatever. We can infer in some way, but in reality, they don't
Mm-hmm.
have a specific thing. They all are at the same level as far as Mahabhuta goes.
Okay. I'm saying because of the as per the uh, Vishuddhimagga, the transformative nature is only with the fire.
Don't go by the commentary. Just go by
Okay.
the sutta.
Okay. So one more thing here.
Mhm.
So this can we this all the clinging and the attachment is happen due to the
Consciousness. Consciousness
apodhatu
it's got nothing to do with dhatu at all. That's the reason
that
even when you met me also I told you. You
okay
should know this. It is consciousness which is clinging, not the dhatus are clinging.
not
If they are clinging, then you and I wouldn't have become bald.
uh, okay
Is the hair clinging on your head or what? You tell me that. Yogesh, I and you wouldn't have become bald. Please understand this. And she wouldn't have had
yeah,
white hairs on her
right
head.
here yeah
Who is
yeah
holding? Is the matter holding the consciousness or consciousness holding the matter?
yeah consciousness is
Why that? Please, have you attended a funeral?
yes
Have you seen anybody dying?
not seen dying but attending the funeral
Somebody is dead, right?
yeah
Who is dead?
body
What are you talking? Body is there only. The person who was staying in the body is dead. So the
yeah
consciousness has gone out or the body has gone out. You tell me that.
yes consciousness is gone out yeah
So who was clinging to the body?
consciousness
Ah.
correct
So who should stop clinging? Body or consciousness?
consciousness yeah
That is what we need to work.
right
If you ask me, will Patvi become Sapo or Tejo? They will become because that's their transformative experiences. But who is experiencing it? The consciousness which is so who is holding on to it? Consciousness which is not these elements. They are not holding at all.
right
Otherwise, you and I, when we met, have been filled with hairs. Yes, for whatever reason, we have lost it.
no, I removed. I'm completely
Why did
removed.
you remove? You tell me that. If you are
Letting go.
holding on to it, you wouldn't have removed it. See, I shaved
Letting
it,
go.
right? Today morning, I shaved it, right? Did the hair question me, Vilas? Excuse me, why are you blinking the blade? It is going to pain me.
Yeah.
Did it ask? Oh, I
No.
cut it, wash it, goes inside the drain and gone. If that were not to be true, Yogesh, we wouldn't have gone even to shit. that evacuation itself wouldn't have happened, right?
Right.
So please remember this. Matter is not holding consciousness. Consciousness which holds the matter.
Correct, correct, correct.
So if you want to stop clinging in consciousness. That's vimukti.
Right.
Hope I answered to your long-standing question from the time we met in that hotel till now.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, uh, yeah. I have to practice. I have to see it in my consciousness now.
Please
Yeah, yeah.
feel free and do that.
Yes, yes.
But as long as
Thank
you
you.
hold on to the view that Patvi will become this or Apo will become that, you are clinging on to that. And that's the reason you are asking me again and again how to let go of clinging. See from the other way around. Is hair holding you or you are holding hair? It's the you who
Yes,
is holding on to the hair. You who is holding on to the body. You who is holding on to the taste. You just see this. Who is holding the taste? You're holding the taste. You're holding to the sound. You're holding to the smell. You're holding on to the sight. You're holding on to the touch. You're holding on to the thought. Stop all of them. You are in Nirodha Samapatti at the very moment.
right.
And that's what I messaged you this morning when you asked me the question again. Please cover this up today. I said,
Yeah, yeah,
the final thing is Nirodha Samapatti means that stop clinging to the eyes,
right.
stop clinging to the sound, sight, sound, taste, touch, smell, and
Correct.
you will attain Nibbana. Very moment you stop clinging. Anutpada Parinibbana Dhatu.
Yeah.
Fine?
This is the aditthana right now.
Yes, that's Aditya. That is the
This is
that is
this is my yeah. This is my aditthana right now.
no, that is the Aditthana. Of the remaining three I had to cover. One is Chaga Aditthana. You
Yeah.
give up, right? Tyaga. Chaga
Correct.
Aditthana.
Chaga.
Okay. Then
Yes.
I have to Satchaditthana. Nibbana is the only Satch. Satchaditthana. And Upasamadit.
Aditthana.
If you do that, Yogesh, you are a minimum anagami. Minimum. And you will celebrate it yourself. Whether I say you're an anagami or you're not an anagami, you will celebrate. You will feel, wow, this is something what I was desperately looking for. And when you totally give it up, arhat. I'll not say you will become arhat, because that's a wrong word to use. There's nothing to
Yeah.
become.
Nothing to become.
You
Yes.
are an arhat. You will come to know when you're an arhat that you are an arhat. And if you stop this clinging, what you just now said,
Yeah.
you are an anagami by reaching that destination. Here you are traveling. In arhat, you don't travel. It comes to you. You don't
Yeah.
have to go. And that's what exactly what Buddha says to Angulimala. Stop. You are going. I am not gone. I'm not going anywhere. So Magga Phala comes to you. You don't
Right.
travel. I only wish that happens to you. But if you were to
Yes.
do this by Monday morning, then you're an sure shot anagami.
We are doing our efforts. Whatever effort is there, we will
You can't talk like that. You have to say affirmative. Yes, I will do it. That is Aditthana. You just now said that's my Aditthana.
That is the Aditthana,
Then
100%. There is
then
no doubt in it.
then stop doing whatever you're doing.
That's why I have come in contact with you. Otherwise, I wouldn't
Leave,
have come.
leave me whether you came in contact with me or not. I'm there, I'm not there. I might be dead by the time you meet me on Monday. What is required? Stop
Yes.
doing what you're doing. whatever you're doing, give up your life for that.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
That's the energy. And that's the reason Buddha says, human endeavor, whatever possible as a human, I'm doing. It's not that he went and did something. He just made his tilt. Want to do it. Can do it. Everyone sitting here,
Okay.
it's not exclusive. It's inclusive. We have made Buddha Dhamma exclusive. No, it's all inclusive. It's possible.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going in a forest for a overnight meditation. Let's see if Monday by Monday this happens.
Okay, enjoy. Enjoy. Okay, all right. Good day.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good day.
Yeah.
Good day to all of you. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.